So, James Ju. Actually, your name is too lengthy, so I'm taking your short name. Your sound is not coming.
Hello, sir.
Yes, now you
Am I
are.
audible?
Yeah, you are now audible.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So, James Ju, tell me about yourself.
Sir, my name is James Kaimintang Zo, and I'm from Manipur. I belong to the Zo community of Manipur. I was brought up in Meghalaya, Shillong. I did my schooling all the way up to my graduation from Shillong, sir. And after graduation, I moved to Delhi to start preparing for my ISS exam, sir.
And can you tell me about your hometown? And actually, you are from Manipur, very beautiful state.
Yes,
So,
sir.
and what makes the Manipur unique?
Sir, what makes Manipur unique is, sir, we can say Manipur is like a mini India. There are a lot of ethnic groups in Manipur, and there are a lot of diversity. There are different, there are differences in the geography as well, such as the valley and the hill and divide. And there are beautiful landscapes in the hills as well as in the valleys. And there's the only natural floating national park in Manipur, that is the Kebul National Park, sir. And it has and sir, that's it.
So, at the present, whenever we think of Manipur, we must come one incident of our Manipur, and that is whatever happened in the recent time.
Yes,
So, whom do you consider is responsible for these clashes among the two communities of the Manipur?
sir, we cannot exactly pinpoint. Sir, it is a culmination of all the simmering tensions and problems in the state, sir. It's we cannot attribute it to just one particular community. Sir, if we had to put a blame, sir, we can say it's not it's a lack of communication between communities as well, and also not timely intervention on part of the government as well.
So, can it not be considered as the failure of the government?
So that can be considered as one of the aspects, sir.
Yes. Because in between the communities, there are classes in all the states and all the communities there. But
Yes, sir.
I'm sure that this much of hazard that have been spreaded over in the last 2 years, 2.5 years around. So
Yes, sir.
this could be the failure of the government as well, whether it is a state government or central government.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, James, tell me, what attracted you towards the statistics?
Sir, ever since I was in school, I've always been good with mathematics. It's always my go-to subject, sir. Sir, so in mathematics, I was always good with slightly better with probability, and as I passed out from high school, sir, so I felt that I should do something which I felt comfortable with, and sir, mathematics was also an option, but when I saw the prospect of statistics, sir, I felt that that was more attracting to me, so I chose statistics, sir.
Okay. And like, do you faced any challenges during your study and preparation for the Indian Statistical Service?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I must say last year was a difficult time, sir, because it was at the peak of our study preparation on May that the incident happened. So it would the news from home would distract us from our studies. We would always be looking at our phones, calling our cousins, asking them if they're all right, if they're safe, if they're in a safe space. So it disrupted not only me, but I think a lot of people from Manipur, whether it's even the Naga communities as well, sir. They must have been distraught as well because we're all living together for centuries, sir, and incidences like this are nothing minor, sir. So I think it has affected everyone in terms of studies, in terms of just daily living as well, sir.
So what do you think? What should be done to minimize or at least minimize the problems that is, I think, at this time again it is happening at
Yes.
some sort, but it's happening. So what do you think the measures should be taken by the government or by the social organizations, whatever it is?
Sir, first of all, I think there should be accountability of whatever injustice has been done, because most communities are not willing to come forward for negotiations or for talks because they feel that they have been done injustice. So I think a step that can be taken is for the state government as well as the central government to come together with the various CSOs to bring about dialogue, uh, to bring about a sense of justice to the people so that negotiations or talks can take place, sir.
So central government has not done any such types of things.
Sir, they have taken initiatives, sir. But as of date, most of the CSOs or the tribal bodies or even the Metis bodies, they feel that that is not adequate enough, sir.
Okay, now ma'am will ask you some of the questions.
Hello, James.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. So right now you are in Delhi preparing
Yes,
for
ma'am.
exam. Then how long? Since long 1 year?
Sir,
Since
ma'am,
last
it's been 2 years since I've been in Delhi, ma'am.
you have been in Delhi. Have you
Yes,
written
ma'am.
last year also this exam?
Yes, ma'am. I appeared last year as well.
Oh, so you got some experience, no?
Yes, ma'am.
You faced interview also?
No, ma'am. This is my first time appearing for the interview.
For interview, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. And you didn't work anywhere before this?
No, ma'am. I started my preparation right after graduation, ma'am.
But the syllabus is of post-graduation, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. So that was one of my struggles for preparing, ma'am, because I only did up to my graduation. So when I started preparing, I had a lot of catching up to do in terms of the.
Why didn't you attempt the MSc itself? Then it may be
Ma'am,
easy.
I felt like right after graduation, if I started preparing, I thought I would have a head start uh, compared to everyone else, but I did realize that doing masters would have been better. But
Yeah,
since
that
I
would have
already
been better.
started,
Straight away you could
uh,
have written it. But anyway,
yes,
doesn't
ma'am.
matter. You have come to this stage.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's hope it will be get it done. So you said the population census is the favorite topic, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Somewhere I have seen in your write-up that population census. So what exactly is the interest of a population census?
Ma'am, as we can see in Manipur, ma'am, there's a lot of dispute. One of the main reasons is the demographic imbalance, which they claim, ma'am. So population census would be able to quench um, some of the misunderstandings in Manipur as well, and not
Very,
only in Manipur but in the country as a whole, ma'am.
very good idea actually. Population census, if analyzed properly and if planning is done in a
Yes, ma'am.
systematic way, I think lots of problems can be solved.
Yes,
Even I
ma'am.
agree with you.
Yeah.
And another thing is, demography is a dividend, people say. Do you agree with that?
Ma'am, I did not get your question.
Demography is a dividend. The population is a dividend. It is an asset. It's
Yes,
not a
ma'am.
liability to the
Yes,
country.
ma'am.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am. I agree with that, ma'am. Ma'am, because with proper population and proper skills that are given to the population, I think it can propel the country forward, ma'am.
Any resource actually population if you treat it as a resource and utilize it properly,
Yes,
hello,
ma'am.
then
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
definitely an asset,
Yes,
isn't
ma'am.
it? The population, and one can enjoy also, and one can be beneficial also.
Yes, ma'am.
So population census is going to start now. Do you know when it is going to start?
Ma'am, as far as my knowledge, it'll be 2026, ma'am.
Oh, 26. That's a long way to go then.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is your opinion? The time we take in the government of India, is it rational? With such a lot of data science, data technology we talk about,
Yes, ma'am.
and we take a lot of time, no, in
Yes, ma'am.
implementing the schemes or implementing the censuses or getting the results, whatever it is. So, what is the reason for that?
Ma'am, I think it's the administration, ma'am, because the India's population is very huge. So there's a lot of administrative hurdles when it comes to large-scale surveys, ma'am.
Yeah. We can put it in this way, with this amount of population, you need a good number of administrative manpower.
Ma'am?
Isn't it? The administrative manpower, you require more.
Yes, ma'am.
Even there are machines, you need people to manage the machines.
Yes, ma'am.
So the workforce in the government needs to be more,
Yes, ma'am.
isn't it?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the youth is being attracted by the private sector, no?
Yes.
So what can be the reason for that?
Um, Ma'am, can you repeat the question again?
It is a general observation. Private sector youth immediately after graduation, they prefer to go to the private sector,
Oh,
isn't it?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
So
I think private sector is there. It's slightly easier to get into right after graduation. When it comes to government jobs, it requires a lot of preparation, and there's a lot of competition for government jobs as well. And private sectors, they're new and flourishing, and it's attractive to young graduates to get a learning experience from these private jobs.
easy to enter, you mean, private
Ma'am?
sector. Easy to enter.
Uh, in comparison to government sectors, ma'am.
Yeah. Here it's not that easy actually to enter into the government sector,
Yes, ma'am.
isn't it? Right, you are right. I agree. So what do you expect after joining ISS? What type of work you are expecting?
Ma'am, I think my work would center around more administrative work in different ministries, ma'am.
Yeah, it's more or less administrative work. Administrative means dealing with data.
Yes, ma'am.
It is a sort of administrative work,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
surrounded by data.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
to use the data, how to distribute the data, data related administrative work.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
So
now
you are
sir
fully
will
aware.
ask you some of the questions.
Yes.
Sure. First of all, I must congratulate you for with graduation coming from northeastern part, competing with the developed Delhi people.
Thank you so
That
much.
is very
Right, sir. Even I
tedious.
too congratulate.
This is very tedious
Yes.
job because Delhi, these people think that they are very, very intelligent. But you came from a northeastern part and competing with equally with them. I must congratulate you. Did you not face any problem while taking coaching for these things with MSc statistics students?
Sir, personally, the coaching has really helped me. Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, initially when I first started preparing, I studied on my own. So there was a lot of shortcomings on my part, sir. So when I started taking coaching, I could understand how to approach the subject better, and also how to study better, sir. So the coaching really helped me in my shortcoming and sir, regard to competing with other people, sir. So I think everyone is competing with everyone else, and it's very difficult for everyone, not only specifically me, but I think everyone is having a hard time competing with everyone else, sir. So I think everyone has an equal playing field in the 21st century, sir.
But I may not agree with you because having a PG is a fetch definitely with graduation. So you might have worked very hard to reach this level.
Yes,
But
sir.
congratulations, first of all.
Thank you
Then
so much, sir.
about this part, are you comfortable in the whole statistics, all variety of topics, etc.?
So
Still,
I would like to think that I'm comfortable in most.
okay. So most of them you wrote some, I was showing your things. So which one you feel more interesting in your preparations? And
The most interesting on would be, sir, probability itself, I would say.
probability means you can discrete, continuous, all type of probabilities are comfortable.
So I would like to think I'm comfortable in almost everything.
How do you define continuous distribution?
So continuous distribution would be, it has a range of values, sir. In layman terms, we can say that an observation that has a variety of points and not just a specific single point, an interval of data.
Only that's all. Any other conditions are there about probabilities? Some FX is said to have content distribution. What type of conditions are involved to become a continuous PDF?
Conditions for
Any FX can be continuous PDF?
no, sir. So for it to be continuous, sir, I'll have to read up on it, sir. Sorry.
The total probability about the probability and discrete probability, continuous probability, what is the difference?
So discrete probability, it has a single outcome, while continuous probability has a range of outcomes.
Total probability, any conditions are involved? About non-negative, any conditions are involved? Probability
Sir,
can be negative.
no, probability cannot be negative, sir.
What is the range of probability?
Sir, 0 to 1.
0 to 1. So, what is the condition for a discrete distribution for continuous PDF?
Sir, for a discrete condition, so it takes a single value between 0 and 1. Sir, for continuous,
0 and 1 means like a continuous.
yes, sir.
0, 1, that is called discrete.
Okay.
Specified values for discrete.
Yes, sir.
Okay, be careful. Because
Yes,
if you use the word in interview that your comfortable probability is vast. People dump like anything.
yes, sir.
So, acha. So MLE you are done. MLE I think you wrote that you are in inference, you are good in MLE you wrote, na?
Yes, sir.
MLE. What do you mean MLE?
Sir, maximum likelihood estimation, sir.
Acha. So how to define likelihood function?
Sir?
How do you define a likelihood function? AFX. How do you say it likelihood function for n observations for x1, x2, xn?
Likelihood function, sir. Sir, likelihood function, we can define it as how likely an outcome is
It is
going
giant
to
PDF?
happen.
Is it giant PDF?
Yes, sir.
Right? Giant PDF.
Yes, sir.
What is the PDF of Bernoulli? PMF, PDF, you know the difference, no? PMF.
Yes, sir. Sir, PMF is probably mass function and PDF is density function.
Can you give an example of standard PMF, any distribution?
Standard PMF of any distribution, sir.
Easiest distribution, start with which distribution?
Sir?
Which discrete distribution you started in your career?
Discrete distribution, sir. Bernoulli's distribution.
Bernoulli. What is the PMF of Bernoulli?
Sir, PQ, sir. P into Q, sir.
What,
P is the probability of success and Q is the probability of failure.
So PQ is the, you mean to say PQ is the PMF of Bernoulli distribution?
Yes, sir.
What are the values it takes, Bernoulli random variable?
Sir, Bernoulli takes either 0 or 1, sir.
0 or 1. So, are you sure that your mass function is correct? Binomial, define binomial distribution.
Different binomial distribution, sir. Sir, different binomial distribution would be, sir, first would be Bernoulli's distribution, and second would be negative binomial distribution.
What is the PMF?
Oh, sir,
PMF. Binomial distribution.
NCR into P to the power R into Q to the power N minus R.
Now R takes values from?
Sir, R takes values from 0 to infinity, sir.
Infinity.
0 to N, sir. Sorry.
0 to N. What are the values? 0 to N means?
Sir, 0.
0. After 0, what value takes?
0, 1, 2, 3, all the way.
So when does it become Bernoulli?
Sir, when N is equal, R is equal to N, sir.
R is equal to?
R is equal to N minus N, sir.
R takes value 0, 1, 2, 3 up to N, na?
Yes, sir.
So if it goes up to N, it is a binomial. For Bernoulli, it goes, you are telling, Bernoulli takes two values, you are telling, na?
Yes, sir.
What are the values?
Sir, Bernoulli takes 0 or 1, sir.
0 or 1. So, if you put 0 or 1, what are the probabilities?
Sir, the probability...
You put 0, what is the probability?
It will be 0, sir. Sir, probability of R is equal...
power value of R 0, if you put it, what does it become?
Sir, it becomes binomial, sir.
Okay, I think I may be confusing or you are confused, I don't understand. But I started with a basic probability distribution. Okay, so can you give an example of a discrete distribution where mean and variance are equal?
Where mean and variance are equal. Sir, I'm not sure, sir.
So, what is the mean of binomial distribution?
Sir, N into P.
Variance?
N into P into Q, sir.
Did you hear the word of Poisson distribution?
Yes, sir.
What is the mean of Poisson distribution?
Or, sir, lambda and variance is also lambda as well.
Are the mean and variance are equal?
Yes, sir.
So, be careful. You
Yes,
know,
I'm
but
sorry,
you're not
sir.
able to express. Be confident.
Yes, sir.
So, can you give an example of continuous distribution?
Uniform distribution. Uniform distribution. Yes.
Okay, what is the PDF? You can use the PDF word, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the PDF?
1 by
the
higher interval minus the lower interval.
Give an example.
Sir, tossing of a coin, sir.
Tossing of a coin can't become uniform. Outcomes are discrete, na?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Sir, then rolling of a dice, sir.
Dice?
Yes, sir.
Because you are telling continuous, na? Continuous, me yourself told that what are the values a variable takes?
Sir?
A continuous random variable. When do you say random variable continuous? When it takes values between?
A variety of values. Like not
range.
a single.
Between range. For example, 0 to 1. 0 to 1. 0 to 1, if it takes 0 to 1 means including 0 up to 1 in between also. For discrete, 0. Next value 1 only. Be careful.
Yes,
so
sir.
when you say continuous distribution, example of uniform, you cannot say that 0, 1. 0 to 1.
Yes.
So if it takes value 0 to 1, what is the probability of uniform variable. 1 upon you are telling, na?
Yes,
So
sir.
what does it become?
It's a fraction.
0 to 1 it takes.
Yes, sir.
Lower value is 0. Upper value is 1.
Yes, sir.
What is the probability?
So the probability will be a
1
fraction.
by, you are telling 1 by something you are telling, na?
Yes, sir.
How did you define a uniform distribution? 1 upon
1 upon the higher
largest
interval.
and minus smallest you are told, na?
Yes,
So in
sir.
a particular example, whatever I gave you, what is it going to be?
Sir, it'll be a fraction and between 0 and 1.
So what is the probability? 1 upon
1 upon
1
what?
minus 0.
Yes, sir. Oh.
You are telling
Oh,
upper minus
sir.
lower, you are telling, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Be careful.
So James,
Okay.
yes, one more question that is coming. Do you know about degenerate random variable?
I'm not sure, sir. I'll have to read up.
Okay. Okay, James, then we will provide you the review about this session.
Yes, sir.
And it will be informed by the Monday because till tomorrow there is a session again. So
Yes, sir.
we'll inform you the timing and we will let you know about the feedback.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.